11 reality enforced by the Transportation Security Administration, the TSA. But as CBS 2 investigator Pam Zeckman reports, thousands of travelers have complained that some of these screenings can become abusive, even X-rated.
For arguing with a TSA agent, this woman winds up being slammed to the floor. She's filed a lawsuit.
I kept begging them over and over again, get off of me, get off of me, get off of me, and they wouldn't stop.
And it wasn't enough for another woman to show TSA agents nipple rings that set off a metal detector. The agents forced her to take them out.
I had to get the pliers and pull it apart.
Here in Chicago, we watched as passengers like this man are subjected to exhaustive security checks. He's patted down, his wheelchair is examined, and his hands are swabbed, all in public view in a see-through room at the security checkpoint. And he's not alone.
It's humiliation.
71-year-old Robert Perry was also taken to a room like this by a TSA agent when his artificial knee set off the metal detector.
He yelled at me, "No, get the belt off. I told you to get the belt off." So I took the belt off. He ran his hands down over and pulled the pants down. They went down around my ankles.
At that point, Perry was standing in his underwear in public view. He asked to see a supervisor. That made things worse.
She was yelling, "I have power, I have power, I have power."
The power to stop him from flying to Florida with his wife that day to celebrate their 50th wedding anniversary.
Make you feel like you have no rights.
Perry says he always alerts TSA agents about his metal knee and wonders why they can't just check his leg.
If somebody told me that I'm going to save the people on the airplane by taking my pants off out in public on there, I wouldn't mind doing it. But this was not necessary.
TSA officials say that when the metal detector goes off, their agents must resolve what caused the alarm. But experts say it's important to use common sense when balancing security with customer service. Carlos Villarreal is the former director of security for the Sears Tower. He says proper training is crucial.
When you're wanding somebody and you can identify which point or which part of their body set off the alarm, that should be sufficient to clear a person.
But all too often, it's not sufficient for 16-year-old Michael Angone. She frequently flies as a member of the Chicago Children's Choir.
I've had to completely take my pants off and show them like my entire leg before.
As a baby, Angone was diagnosed with cancer. Her parents, Chicago police officers, had to have her leg amputated. She always warns TSA security agents that her prosthetic leg will set off the metal detector, but many insist on doing an embarrassing full-body pat-down.
And I feel like I'm being felt up in public.
What's the reason for all the feeling up, the groping at the back of the neck, the chest, underneath the bra, all the groping on her body, her buttocks?
We asked the TSA those questions, but got no answers.
The key word here is reasonable, and they've gone off the track. They're not reasonable.
The TSA did not answer our questions on the Angone and Perry cases, but the agency has announced that soon passengers who set off an alarm that cannot be resolved will have a choice: agree to a physical pat-down or what some believe is an even worse invasion of privacy. Soon, O'Hare will get its first advanced digital X-ray machine. It allows TSA agents to see through clothes and discover any hidden weapons. Critics liken it to a virtual strip search. A TSA spokesman said that out of 2 billion passengers screened since 9/11, there's only been 110,000 complaints.
All passengers with Southwest Flight 2706 going to Oakland, vision for today's gate is Bravo 17.
They harassing a kid?
Yep.
Nice.
It's ridiculous.
Unbelievable.
Oh, yeah?
And forward for us. Great. And then your bottom of your legs and you're off.
Is this the silliest thing you've ever heard of?
In Medina.
Yeah, pretty sure.
Yeah. For that O'Connor,
Yeah, in the rhyme,
There's one person that's still on the list we've been talking about with Al Qaeda or any other group. As you know, this group did, but no evidence.